time in the blue corner, fighting out of the fish tank. This is his third amateur MMA contest. Ceasar, the Emperor Castillo. And his opponent in the red corner, fighting out of Intensity MMA, an amateur MMA record of 1 win and only 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome one more time, Owen, the Shotgun Cartridge.
Welcome back to Golden Ticket Fight Promotions 21 right here in Wolverhampton. We're on fight 10 of the evening, and it's the big boys, the heavyweights, as we've got Ceasar Castillo in the blue corner with the black shorts and the white trim, taking on Intensity MMA's Owen, the Shotgun Cartridge, in the red corner with the black shorts and the red trim. Just a slight delay again here as we close the cage door. Owen Cartridge 1-1. Ceasar Castillo 0-2 at the moment. That's a nice little left hook there though as Owen Cartridge throws the jab.
Two very different body types here, but never judge a book by its cover, that's all I'll say.
Absolutely, yeah, obviously Owen the taller and the leaner of the two. Oh, big nice 1-2 landed there from Owen Cartridge, who most recently competed in the IMAF European Championships back in September. Big knees at the middle there on the Emperor.
And the difference we can see between these two and the heavyweights we've seen previous is they're a lot more controlled with what they're doing.
Absolutely, yeah, I mean, very technical 1-2 down the pipe from Owen that we've seen so far. And
didn't smother his work, you know. The other heavyweights would have rushed in there, but he took a step back and got back to the action.
Castillo just looked for the takedown against the fence momentarily there, but they separate and get back into the stand-up exchange. Oh, nasty right hand lands there.
He's doing a good job of backing his man up, just invading his space just enough to keep him hesitant.
Yeah, we could see a definite speed advantage here for Owen Cartridge, who's mixing up his shots nicely there. He's got to be careful of the power coming back from Castillo there.
Yeah,
there you go, catches the kick and throws the right hand.
Keep that chin down when he's hopping.
Ceasar Castillo looking for that takedown up against the fence. At the moment, nice frame in there from Owen, just using that right forearm to create some space.
Owen's got to use that knee to create a bit of space and then get away, turn away, soften him up with the knee and turn off that fence. And Castillo just doing a good job here, keeping that right shoulder driven in, looking to link his hands all the time.
Yeah, shout out to Ceasar Castillo as well, because Owen Cartridge's original opponent unfortunately couldn't make it to fight night, so Castillo stepping in on pretty short notice for this one, making the trip down from the fish tank as well. Well up north, it's not a short drive here to Wolverhampton for Andrew Fisher and co in the corner.
Straight back to the action from Owen there, and Castillo coming forward, switching stances as he throws.
Yeah, looping right hand there, and little outside leg kick there, but partially checked I think there from Owen Cartridge. Owen starts all of these combinations though with just the boxing basics, that 1-2 down the pipe.
Yeah, you can see Owen's very well prepared for this fight.
I think that leg kick hurt Castillo there.
Lovely shot.
Ooh, Castillo comes back though with a right hand as Owen Cartridge steps in.
Good frame with that right arm, and needs to start lifting and turning, or he needs to stuff that head right down and needs to decide what he's going to do. He can't just leave the head floating around in the middle, and there we go, he's lifting it up. Good work from Castillo though to keep this position. Just chipping away, little knees to it.
Knees inside there.
Good round.
Interesting first round between these two guys. I mean, Owen Cartridge is probably throwing the more technical strikes, those straight shots, those 1-2s down the pipe, but Castillo throws back with those wild hooks, and if one of those lands on the chin at this weight class,
and both guys looking fresh. Neither guy, I mean, Castillo's a bit busted up, but both guys are looking fresh.
Yeah, I mean, neither of them are breathing particularly heavy, and that was a pretty grueling first round as well.
Yeah, especially for Castillo on the back foot the whole time. You You know, having shots whisk past your head, it can mess your breathing up, but he's done a good job.
Yeah, impressive work rate from both of these guys through the first round, and Castillo's already in that fighting stance, ready to go. He doesn't care if the cage door's shut or not, he just wants to go now.
No touch of gloves there. These both boys just want to get after it. I'd like to see Castillo, that's it, just come forward a bit more, you know, use his shots to enter into that takedown. At the minute, he's getting backed up a lot on the feet.
Yeah, I mean, he does a really good job of backing up Owen Cartridge when he throws those flurries.
Yeah.
And that's obviously where he doesn't tend to wrestle in the out in the open. He tends to go for his clinch work when he goes up against the fence. So
the only thing with him, you know, is he's backing up and then he's doing a 10-yard dash every time. He needs to be slowly putting that pressure on. Then this 10-yard dash is going to hit him into the fence, and that's where he's going to get the takedown. At the minute, Owen's just going to dash back and spin off last minute.
That's nice work, though. Just pressing forward and then landing an overhead right from Ceasar Castillo.
Better work. Castillo needs to get back on that jab.
Oh, stinging right hand, snaps the head back, follows it up with the leg kick.
Lovely work.
Oh, nice little head movement there from Ceasar Castillo, though. Reverses the position and clinches up against the fence right in front of us here.
He needs to walk down to that single leg, needs to pick that single leg and start walking himself to the outside. Knees to the body. I'd like to see him go single leg here, like I just said. Single leg, start looking to walk behind. At the minute, Owen's got a good base. He's trying to link his hands together, and it's not the right thing.
Yeah, nice framing there. I mean, you'd expect when we get to the professional ranks, it'd be lovely for Owen there to throw one of those knees in this position. But
exactly what I was just about to say. I think that they should keep that wary. You know, if they want to be professionals, they can't get comfortable in these positions because you will eat a big knee.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just walking his legs a little bit too close to my liking. Though Owen here, he could potentially give up the takedown.
Yeah, very nearly there, clasped the hands together, but referee's seen enough.
Nothing was happening.
A couple of heavy breaths there from Ceasar Castillo on the break, and we'll move back into the centre of the golden ticket cage. Just a bit more hesitance in the second round, both guys, I think.
Yeah.
Whether that's kind of just as a result of the output in the first round, or whether it's just because of the grueling nature of these constant clinches that we find ourselves in.
Again, here from Castillo, I'd like to see him pick up that single leg. You know, he's just hunting so bad for this double leg, and oh, he might get it. Has he got the hands linked? I can't see from where I am. No, he hasn't got those hands linked. No, he needs to bounce him. He needs to drive that shoulder and bounce him and re-link them hands, drive him straight back in and get that big pickup.
That's a knee on the inside there. I mean, although he's not getting the takedowns in these positions, I mean, Owen Cartridge is finding it difficult to get off the fence in these clinch exchanges.
Exactly that. In these moments, he is the one winning because he is the one pressing the action.
It looked like he could have gone for the single leg at the end of that round there, but just happy to throw those knees into the inside of the thigh of Owen Cartridge again.
I hope his corner team are telling him that when he gets back to that position to go dogged for that single leg, and I think that he's going to get the takedown. And even go single leg back to double, you know, it's going to open up that double leg for him if he hunts that single.
Well, they talk about the importance of chain wrestling and kind of, like you say, constantly moving from the body lock to the single leg to the double, and that's eventually how you kind of create those spaces and eventually get get into the situations where you can land the takedown.
Yep. When you're wrestling in these exchanges, you know, you need to get them moving, and if you can't get them moving, you get yourself moving, and that in turn gets them moving.
I love that.
Yes.
Ceasar's fired up for this third round. Big shout out of let's go.
Come on.
To Owen Cartridge. He's ready to go for this third round.
It looks Castillo was a bit nervous that first round, but now he's got his groove. Might be seeing a big third round here by Castillo.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested to see what the gas tank's like. I mean, both of his losses on his record so far have come by unanimous decision, so he's used to going the distance in these amateur contests.
Yeah.
Thudding leg kick lands.
There we go.
And drive straight in for the takedown.
And let's see if his corner team have said what I've said. Here we go, and dropping on that single. Knee to the leg and then walk round. It needs to be dropping down on Owen's right leg, getting that single. Shot over the top.
Yeah, nice over the top shot there.
Like I said, he's winning from here. Owen looks like he doesn't have a lot of options from here.
Yeah, he's really kind of found himself stuck against the fence on a lot of occasions. I mean, the only real time we've seen any separation is when referee Dan overhead is decided there was not enough action and kind of separated the action for him.
What could happen is, you know, when Owen's getting desperate and trying to knee, that's when he could get double-legged. That's his only problem here at the minute. He's stuck. That's it. I'd like to see him either stuff that head right down to the mat or pick him up, one or the other. He needs to decide.
It looked like he was tempted to go for the single leg there, but it looks like he feels more comfortable going for that double leg in these positions. And
yeah.
Referees again calling for a bit more action. Wants to see some.
That might just be his thing on the mats, you know, in the gym. He might just be hitting these doubles continuously. So, you know, he's using his bread and butter here, but it's not working. He needs to mix it up.
Yeah, Owen's a lot more comfortable when we're getting these striking exchanges. But nice head movement there from Ceasar Castillo, and he lands a nice little short left hook over the top.
Yeah, lovely shots from Owen. Owen's definitely the better striker, and he's picking the shots very well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Castillo's a bit unorthodox in the striking, but I mean, he just uses it really to get into the clinch position. Yes. There we go again. Just it's kind of head down, throw those overhands lefts and rights, and then get into this clinch position.
Yes, and Castillo's just stuffing the action. Owen's looking for his corner team here for some advice. I think he's sort of hit a dead end with his knowledge with this wall wrestling. That's better work from him.
Yeah, looking to Dan Cassell there in the corner. He's dishing out the instructions.
Castillo's just running the clock out of this position every time, and you don't know how the judges are scoring this, so I'd like to see a bit more desperation from Owen. Spin off that fence.
Yeah, definitely, because a lot of the second and third round have been played out in these kind of clinch exchanges. There's not been much striking to kind of differentiate the two guys.
Exactly.
Nice work there.
Now land your shots. Missed opportunity there, but that's better.
Right hand lands down the pipe.
He has to be first and third. He needs to come in, wait for the counter, and he needs to counter the counter.
Goes up top with a high kick. Big right hand lands.
And a good shot back from Castillo. We're getting into it now.
They're swinging at the end of this third round for us.
Lovely. He's first and third. What a round to finish.
Castillo's got that sneaky striking, actually. He kind of ducks his head and kind of lands some awkward angles, but both guys' hands aloft. Be interested to see how this fight gets scored in the eyes of the judges, but a grueling 3 rounds.
Too many close fights for me. I don't know how these judges do it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm not a judge. I'm glad I get to sit in this position and not have to decide the outcome of these contests, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes when the judges tally up their scores. Both guys seem pretty happy with their performances. Yeah. I think both guys think they've done enough to get the nod, and that's always the awkward position though, because one of them's going to end up disappointed when they think they've won it, but
you know, no matter who wins or loses, they should both be proud of their performance.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Owen's striking looked very clean, and Castillo, you know, brought it back from that first round, so both should be very proud of themselves.
And on that note, we're going to hand this one over to our MC in the cage to make this one official and find out the outcome of this decision.
After 3 rounds, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. To the winner, Owen the Shopper!